Jalen, when you were a freshman and redshirt freshman, were there any particular players on defense that were the ones that were kind of guiding you along?
I would say Justin Belknap a lot, and then I got a help from a lot of coaches, so I appreciate all the work that they helped me with.
So now that you're in that kind of position and you're seeing all these younger players jumping in, does that add more responsibility on you to be like, okay, this is what you should be doing?
Yeah, it does, because when I was a younger guy, there was a lot of guys that helped me out and helped me with the little things I may not know yet. So now that I'm one of the older guys, I want to be able to help these young guys be successful when they get in the game.
How do you think some of the younger defensive linemen have done so far?
I think they're doing good. Deuce Lane and Deuce Davis, they got in the game in Utah, and they did some great things, and I'm proud of them, and they're just going to continue to get even better.
What did you tell Ty, who last couple of weeks has made his first few starts for you guys? Seeing him going into that starting role as a freshman, I'm sure you were in a similar situation, probably had nerves as well.
Yeah, well, he's a smart kid. He's also a great athlete, so he's played outside and inside. So he's had to learn quite a bit, and he's developing fast, and it's great to have him out there with us and making plays.
In what areas has he developed from when he first arrived here until now?
I would say just playing with lower pad level and recognizing what type of blocks he's getting and how he can shed early and make the plays he's made against Utah.
I'm sure that neither of the Deuces is as big as they want to be, and that was a battle that you fought throughout your career. How hard is it to go out there? I don't know what they weigh, 220, 225, and battle 300 plus pound offensive linemen.
It's hard, and when you're not quite as big as some of the other players, you have to play with great technique and low pad level to be able to deal with playing against heavier guys. So I think they're doing a great job, and they understand, that they have to fight, and they're going to continue to develop and get stronger and put on that weight and become great players.
DJ, how would you describe the process of getting in shape as late as you arrived here?
When I first moved here, it was just different according to the weather. But, after a while in the program, they got me right, so.
Did you feel like when you first started, like, man, I'm just like a little behind?
Oh, for sure. And I knew that just from, like being off in the summer. So I just had to come in here and work, so.
What were you able to do in the preceding few months? Were you just basically focused on school and working out on your own?
I was traveling a lot to school because I no longer lived in Tallahassee, so I would do school and little workouts here and there.
Were you living at home?
Yes, I was.
And how far of a commute was that?
That was like a 6-hour drive.
Each way?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
How often did you do that?
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday?
Every Tuesday, yeah.
Huh, okay. So it must have been hard to find time to work out as much as you wanted to.
Not really. I just literally took Tuesday off, so I would go up there Tuesday and come back after class. So, I really had all the time I needed.
What did you listen to on those 6-hour drives?
I probably went through 3 different things, 3 different artists, so I don't really know.
Music mostly?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
No podcasts?
Oh, no podcasts at all, no.
Do you think you sometimes surprise people with your speed?
Recently, I believe so. I feel like I've always had it. I just, got to get in shape. So I got to continue doing what I'm doing.
When you, against Oregon, you had that, I think it was 52-yard run, and you just kind of pulled away from everybody. What is that like?
It was an amazing experience. I just felt like I just had to go. I couldn't be caught, so, I just had to,
How much has ball security been emphasized this week?
Ball security is going to be, it's going to be pretty big. Looking back at the recent game, we turned the ball over too many times. So, we just got to keep doing what we're doing.
What do you attribute that to? Is that just weather, ball's just really slippery?
You can say a lot of things, but we just got to, zone in on ball security for sure and, just get better at that.
Was that the coldest game you've ever played?
Oh, for sure.
What was the next closest, do you think?
I played in Boston College. It was probably about 50s.
50s.
So it wasn't that bad.
Nothing like
No.
that.
Jalen, with as much as scoring and how high-powered the offenses are in the Pac-12, what constitutes being successful on defense in a situation like that where the games are going to be with a lot of points?
I think we just have to get stops, focus on one drive at a time. We can't focus on the next one or the one before. We just have to focus on getting off the field, whether that's holding them to a field goal or no points at all, because we know we have a great offense and they're going to score. So we just have to get stops and mainly affect the quarterback.
Jalen, are you frustrated that the sack production hasn't been there, whether it's for you individually or for the team as a whole, that you guys just maybe aren't getting home as much as you'd like?
I'm not too focused on that, so I'm focused on winning games, and we're all trying to get better each week. And one of our goals as a group on the D-line is affecting the quarterback, so that's just something we're trying to improve on week in, week out.
I know you've said in the past that having so many different coaches has been a benefit for you because they all bring different things to the table and you can learn so much. Did you ever feel like out there that you're thinking a little bit too much about what your assignments are or anything like that?
No, I feel like, having a lot of coaches has been an opportunity to learn, and I feel like I just got to go out there and do the things I'm taught to do.
Jalen, how would you describe playing in the Rose Bowl?
It's one of my favorite places to play personally. I love the grass there. It's a cool environment. So this is probably going to be, the last time we probably play there. So we'll play UCLA there at least. So I'm excited.
Any memorable games in the past that you remember?
Not that I can remember. No, not that I can remember.
I know you talked about the grass and stuff like that, but what's the aura of playing in a stadium like the Rose Bowl?
It's a great atmosphere. That's where the Rose Bowl is played. So it's a great atmosphere to be in, and it's a lot of fun to play at.
And DJ, you never played there, right?
No, sir, I haven't.
How much are you looking forward to that?
I'm not really sure what to expect. This being my first time, but I'm just ready to go in there and just give it a all. So,
DJ, how do you decide whether to truck a defender who's in front of you or to try to juke him or stiff arm him or?
I think that just comes naturally. That's what I've always done, so it just comes naturally.
And what does it feel like when you do that, when you bowl over a guy?
I'm not sure, honestly. I just feel like it's another run. So,
In the time that you've been with Scotty Graham, what have you learned from him?
it's been pretty good being with Scotty. He's a good dude. He's just always telling us the right things to do. So, it's pretty good.
What's his coaching style like?
Speaking of his coaching style, he's always just focusing on the details. So that's pretty good.
Jalen, when you're on the sideline and you see him truck a defender, what goes through your guys' mind watching that?
It gives us energy. Anytime we see anybody on offense truck somebody, I think it was 2 weeks ago, Jaden trucked a corner or something, and that just provided us with a spark, and, we like to see that, and it's fun to see.
DJ, do you have an idea going into a game how many snaps you think you're going to get?
No, sir, I don't really worry about that. I just worry about, us just winning the game.
So when you're on the sideline, where are you supposed to be on offense if you're not out there? Right next to Scotty? Or?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Always, yeah.
Jalen, you're often in the crosshairs of the zone read plays, that guy who has to decide whether to go after the mesh point or hold your ground. What are your keys in that situation? Because you're probably going to face that against DTR this week.
We got to be able to recognize that who the threat is at the time and what my responsibility is, whether that's I have quarterback or running back. So just everybody doing their job, and their quarterback, he's a great athlete, and he gets outside the pocket, he's gonna make us pay. So we just got to focus on doing our job.
Where are your eyes on a play like that?
It depends on the play, so it just depends on what our coach wants us to do this week or the next week. So that's all.
All right, that's our time. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.